What's up guys, welcome back to another Photos Go video. In this video we are taking a look into the feature lists that are planning to be released in the upcoming release of React 19. We'll take a look into and go through each features mentioned in the official docs, and we'll make ourselves ready with the upcoming release that will be a huge update for the React devs. In this channel, we discuss and learn new skills around the topics of design and development. If you want to grow your skills and learn new things that are coming up, please subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to smash the like button for me. This really helps me to create more content. Let's get started. The first major update that we should be excited about is the React compiler. To give a little bit of background about React, React is not a framework, it's just a library, and it does not deal with any code compilation or compiler, in contrast to any related frameworks like Svelte, which has a built-in compiler actually. One of the major pain points and drawbacks about React is sometimes we have to deal with re-rendering too much when the small state changes. To overcome this particular re-rendering issues, we have a lot of hooks that are built into React so that we can make the use of that particular hooks like use memo, use callback, and other memo APIs. But still, there is no proper solution for some edge cases, and this might lead to a really more cluttered code base, and we might be spending more time to keep it up to date. The documentation also mentioned that now the compiler now powers Instagram.com in production, which was a research project before, and now in upcoming release, this particular project, which is a React compiler, will be open sourced, and we all developers make the use of this and create awesome products, all battle tested across internal meta products, which would be really awesome. And that being said, we will have no memoization optimization techniques that we need to use, and it will be all auto-memorized features built into React for the next release. So let's not stress about re-rendering and optimization techniques thanks to the new React compiler. So talking about the next feature release, we have actions. The action function can operate synchronously or asynchronously. For a broader collection, it's called actions, and actions allows us to pass functions to DOM elements such as a form. If we take a look at this particular snippet of code, we can see we did use this kind of syntax, or we did use this kind of thing. If you are dealing with Remix application, we have actions and loaders, but specifically around React, we didn't have something like this. So we can define our client side or a server side directive using a use server directive inside of React. And behind the scene, the React will manage the lifecycle data of the form being submitted. For example, this particular form action search can be a server, use server directive, and we can bind up our any database logic or expose any environment variables inside of our use server directive function scope. Also, behind the scene, that React will manage the lifecycle data submission provided by the hooks like use form status and use form state to access the current state and response of the form action. And the actions can be tracked using use transition, which is also another really good hook that we need to discuss about, and it helps us to make a track of our application that's our current page is inactive or the action of the form is being processed. So we can make the use of is pending and fulfilled and whatnot. So alongside actions, React team also introduced a feature named use optimistic, which is right in here. This is basically which helps us to manage optimistic states update with a simple hook. With this hook, we can apply temporary updates that are automatically reverted once the final state commits. For example, we have a button in UI which says send an email. After clicking on it, it should say sent email is sent within a few seconds. But we sometimes need some more time to propagate our email into our server and do whatnot. So this means that we can just inform the users that the email is sent and give them a success message, and maybe later, if there is a failure, we can inform the user that email was not sent actually. So this is really helpful to have a quick on-click fast response, and maybe roll back in the previous state when needed. So these kind of concepts are already built into Remix, and now it's coming inside of React, which is really great. Now let's discuss about another feature, which is React Canary. Canaries is an option to adapt individual new stable features as soon as possible, and their design is to close to final before release in the stable version. So the frameworks like Next.js uses this particular feature of React Canary, but current version of Next 14 doesn't have React 19. So in the next release of React, there will be a React like we did for Next.js currently, which is use of a couple of directives like use client directive or use server directive inside of our components, so that we can specify which is a pure client component and which is a server component. And the documentation also mentions about the introduction of metadata, which will be also added as a built-in support for rendering meta tags inside of our HTML head. So these are really great features that are upcoming for our React Canary release. And also assets loading, which is also another great way of optimizing things inside of our React apps. We integrated suspense with the loading lifecycle resources, but now they've also added a new resource loading APIs, like to preload or pre-init the provide and to provide a greater control when resources are loaded and initialized. And other thing is actions. We just talked about actions, which would be exposing some great hooks like use optimistic, use form state, and use form status to make the track of the form actions specifically. So these are a couple of new features that are like mentioned in the React docs here. The new features mentioned above are totally compatible with any environment of your apps which is running on, and provides everything needed for the production use. Also, I want to highlight a tweet from one of the core React team, which is Andrew, and one of the thing that I have mentioned about some couple of points about the next React release, so which we have already discussed about, and a couple of things we haven't discussed about is forward ref as a prop. So forward ref will be implemented as a prop in the React 19 release, and React.lazy would be just a server component, and which would be treated as a promise, and use context will be just use, and inside of our use hook we can define that which we are using, which is context, and also throw promises will be used as use a promise, and context.provider will be simply just a context to wrap our application. So guys, in this video we discussed about some of the upcoming release that we have for React 19, so which we are totally excited about. Let's get prepare ourselves for the next version of React 19, probably around happening in ReactCon upcoming May 2024. This is really big changes, and we all are really excited for this. I hope you learned something new from this. If you want to learn more around the topics of design and development, please subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to smash the like button for me. This really helps me to create more content. Thanks a lot guys. See you in the next one.